Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner boxing 24. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is great. God is good. And I definitely can't complain. So I just wanted to chime in and talk a little bit more about this past weekend and Jaron Boots Ennis obtaining that WBA belt along with the Ring Magazine belt and the IBF that he inherited already. He was able to fight for this belt because a lot of y'all haters have something to say about him having the IBF belt, knowing that he was number one in line to fight Errol Spence for that title. So now he's given the belt, and some of y'all had a problem with that, knowing that he wanted to fight for it and would have fought for it and would have won it against Errol Spence. So now he fought for a belt against a viable opponent, undefeated, never been knocked down, never been stopped, and y'all still got a problem with the fight. Y'all still looking for more. So it's like some fans, you just can't please. I'm a boxing fan, and I could be pleased because I know what I'm looking at. I know what I see. Sometimes we have eyes and we don't know what we're looking at. We see something special, but we still don't believe it. It's like it could only be one person out of each group or each era that's who they are, and that's it. It can only be Michael Jordan. It can't be LeBron. It can't be Kobe. It can't be Isaiah Thomas. It can't be Kareem. It can't be Dr. J. It can only be Jordan. He's the best basketball player ever that laced up, that touched the basketball. Only him, right? It could only be Floyd Mayweather, the best defensive fighter ever. He could only be the one that does what he does. We can't have anybody else. It's just ridiculous because every era is going to produce something and going to produce something better. Yeah, some records may never get broken, but a lot of records have, right? As we saw this with LeBron James. And stop getting mad at the fact that he has been doing this at the level he's been doing that for so long. And some others couldn't do that. Don't hate on him for that. So, case in point, just going back into the boxing realm, and again, Jaron Boots Ennis, always going to be some criticism, right? But if Stanionis would have stopped him, if he would have beat him, then it would have been something else. But it wasn't that way. So now we're looking for more, okay? He don't have to say over and over again. And some of you interviewers that you really don't know what you're doing, you keep asking him the same question. And you keep asking Eddie Hearn the same question. And they already answered it, right? But now, what are they going to do? They're going to stand around and wait forever and ever and ever to try to be undisputed? When they stayed at 147 for that, yeah, he could have moved up and may have wanted to move up. But now he stayed at 147, showing his interest in wanting to become undisputed. So now, Brian Norman, you on deck. Mario Barrios, you on deck. But what y'all want to do? We already know y'all ducking Boots, just like the other fighters have ducked Boots. Some of y'all got a lot of nerve, man. Virgil Ortiz, you wasn't trying to fight Boots at 147. You couldn't even get a fight going on with Stanionis. Twice you stood him up because of your weight issues and your health issues. But we know you wasn't trying to fight Boots at all. He wanted to fight with Boots. Boots wanted to fight with Virgil Ortiz. He wanted to fight with Keith Thurman. He wanted to fight with Crawford. He wanted to fight with Spence. All the top guys. How many times did his father have to say it? Y'all heard this from his mouth. And it never happened. So now Crawford moved up. Spence is semi-retired. Don't know what he gonna do. Virgil Ortiz moved up to 154. Hopefully he got his health issue together. Now, what we left with? We left with Brian Norman Jr., WBO belt, and WBC belt is held by Mario Barrios. So let's get these fights going. It ain't really too much to say. Brian Norman Jr., Brian Norman Sr. Now you don't want to talk about going to Japan and fighting because you can make more money over there. But you got to fight right here. So you looking for money or you looking for legacy? Because you beating, even if you mess around, go over there and lose. So what's going to be better for your resume? Y'all think about it. Going over to fight an unknown fighter that nobody knows about in Japan and possibly losing? Or even if you win, what is that still going to do for your resume? Or fighting Boots right here in America and beating him will do way more for your career. You're not going to beat him. We know that. But even losing the Boots, as long as you don't get totally knocked out, which you probably will. I mean, I get it, right? But I just say losing the Boots, it will still be better for you winning against Sasaki in Japan because of who Boots is. See, it's about status. Sometimes when you lose to somebody and they have a certain status, it's different. Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather. That didn't hurt his career. It actually propelled him, right? It made him noticeable, and it also advanced his career physically, right? Because he got much better. And people now knew more about him. So it didn't hurt his career. It's how you take the loss. It's if you're going to stay down, you're going to lay down. What you going to do? Or you're going to stand back up. So Brian Norman Jr., why did you even fight for the belt? Why did you even put yourself in a position if you're not going to fight for it, man? You're not going to become unified or undisputed. Don't let your father run you into a hole, man. Like Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. Like his father did, pulling out of that fight with Shakur. Now you stuck. What you going to do? Who you going to fight? You had a great opportunity. Y'all doing the same things with your sons. Floyd Schofield and Brian Norman Sr. Y'all doing both of the same things. Messing your sons' careers up. So I'm just saying, no matter what Boots does, there's going to be some criticism. So I like what Bozy said, man. We're not going to wait around. We're going to have to move up. It is what it is. How long should he stay at 147 playing around with you guys to see what y'all going to do? This is April. So if he can't get 2 more fights in this year and become undisputed, or at least unified champion, then he's going to have to move up. And that's what y'all want anyway, right? But y'all talking like y'all want to fight him. He don't got to keep saying your name. He said he want to be undisputed. So if you want to be undisputed, that means he got to get the belts from you, Brian Norman, and you, Barrios, which is going to happen if y'all step in the ring. Barrios, you got nothing to lose, man. You lost to Tank at 135, a much smaller man. You got knocked out. You got beat up. So you definitely got nothing to lose getting beat, moving up to 147 and fighting somebody that's your size. Because you done put on some weight. You had some weight anyway, but you put on more weight now. So you walking around differently. So it's different. You really ain't got nothing to lose, man. Go ahead and fight. Brian Norman, you're 24 years old. I get it. It could damage your career, possibly physically, depending on how you get beat up. But if you in the fight for some kind of way, and even if you get stopped, you still could regroup, hopefully, right? But y'all got to make a choice, man. All this talking, we don't want to hear it. We just want to see the fights. So congratulations to Boots. History-making fight at the Boardwalk, Atlantic City. The greats have fought there 20 years ago. Arturo Gatti and Floyd Mayweather. And Stanionis, props to him for stepping in the ring and doing what he did. And the average fighter is not going to beat Stanionis. You put Stanionis sitting there with somebody else, you got a different result. But Boots is just different. Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24.